Hello and welcome back. This is an extension tool holder for a boring and facing head. It allows the user to mount cutters outside of the boring head to increase its capacity and to allow the boring head to be used as a large fly cutter. This extension has an 18mm shank and takes 18mm tooling. This would fit a 75mm boring head. After reviewing the Lathe roller tool project, I got the idea to make an extension holder for my 50mm boring head. This short project is to make an extension holder for the 50mm head, and maybe I'll build one later for the big one. This is what I came up with, so if you have a boring head, this is a video you just might want to watch. G'day, I'm Steve-O, and welcome to the Outback shed. I'll start with a 1-inch offcut of 4140. I'll centre drill and face it in the Colchester. I'm using an ER40 collet chuck, and as I don't have a lot of grip, I'll be taking light cuts. The target diameter for the shank is 12mm, which is the tooling size for the 50mm boring head. Looks like I missed it by 1/100. That's a bit disappointing. I'll clean up the tool end to the same finish as the rest of the shank, as I might give it a black oxide finish later. The shank needs a flat machine along its length to provide a seating surface for the boring head grub screws. This ensures that the shank will not be marred when mounted. Next, I'll drill a hole for an 8mm grub screw to retain the cutter. I'll drill and tap the hole right through to allow for all possibilities of tool mounting. As I'm holding the shank in the vise using the flat as a reference, I'll need to recenter the spindle. I'll drill and ream a 12mm hole for the tooling, and I plan to sneak up on it. The larger drills tend to bounce a little due to the curvature of the extension head, but I didn't want to machine a flat on it before drilling. A 12mm machine reamer finishes the hole. That's it. Now to test it on a piece of mild steel. This should have a circle of around 90mm. This is just a trial cut at 900 RPM with a depth of cut set at 0.3mm. Some experimentation will be needed to optimise the speed, feed and depth of cut on different materials as I use it. out, sound like I tip the insert. I'll rotate it to a new cutting edge. Well, the tool looks fine and the surface finish on the test piece is very good. Got to keep in mind that this is a small boring head and it's only suitable for light work. The 100mm head takes 25mm tooling and that will be much stronger. These small 12mm cutters are very useful. They weren't expensive and I'll put a link to them in the description. I also have a 12mm single insert end mill and this will fit this head as well. This is a very useful addition to any boring head. It only took a couple of hours to make and the cost was a 90mm piece of 4140 and a grub screw. In my last video I asked for some comments on what length viewers would prefer my videos to be, multi-part or full build. A big shout out to those who gave me some feedback, and there seems to be a preference for full build videos where possible. Well, that's it for this project. I hope you liked the video and enjoyed the build, and maybe got some ideas to upgrade your own boring head. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Be productive, be creative, but most importantly, be safe in your shed. I'll catch you next time.